Hey, you want it? I got it. Let's talk about it. All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and leave a comment. All righty. Let's talk about it. SmackDown tonight. Still a little bit somber about, Hulk Hogan passing and stuff, but I like the way how they opened up the show, with, a tribute to him. Triple H said some real good words about Hulk Hogan, as far as his footprint into the industry. And, I mean, would wrestling be wrestling if it wasn't for Hulk Hogan? I mean, you got your Ric Flairs, today's wrestlers, Roman Reigns, and stuff like that. I mean, each one of them will probably have their own landmark in professional wrestling as long as wrestling continues to be good. Lately, it hasn't really been that great. But then again, I like the video tribute that they had, and then they gave the 10 bell salute to Hulk Hogan. And all I can say is condolence to the family. Rest in peace, Hulk. You'll never be forgotten. Never be forgotten. All right, now SmackDown. Ugh. You would figure that they would probably give a good show, but the show wasn't really all that great. I mean, and I don't really like to bash, wrestling because I love the sport so much. And but tonight it was crazy. I mean, you had your Logan Paul come out and everything. The thing with him and Jelly Roll. There was some, you know, like two teenage kids arguing in a school park and stuff. That's exactly how I'm seeing it and stuff. But it is what it is. Um, so they get in each other's face. Then Drew McIntyre comes out, and then Jelly Roll says, "You think I came by myself?" And then he sang parts of Randy Orton's song, and Randy Orton comes out and stuff, and then they just go at it, just go at it, go at it, go at it, and stuff. I mean, it's just really crazy for me to see, and I think they try to do entertainment. I think they try to go back somewhere back in the day where Vince was able to bring some, stars into the ring and stuff like that. I think they're trying to do that, but you got to be creative about it. You got to be able to do it and do it right. You know, never in a million years I'd have thought I'd see Jelly Roll getting in the ring with three guys that are actually familiar with being inside the ring. You know, but I'm hoping that during that match that he doesn't get hurt. He's a performer on the stage. Let that it was going to be dangerous. But anyway, after that, Randy Orton and Jelly Roll stand strong and stuff. And Drew and Logan Paul, leave the ring. And then we have, Andrade, a little thing with Andrade in there, and Ray Phoenix, and a little, video promo, I guess more or less introduce, them saying they know each other and stuff like that, and hopefully this tag team will be a great tag team. Now and then we have Alexa Bliss coming out against Roxanne Perez and stuff. This match was a little sloppy. Not even a little sloppy. It was sloppy. There was a lot of missed spots and stuff. It got raggedy. The one spot where Raquel had Charlotte up, and then it took Alexa Bliss like a year to jump off the top rope. And even when she jumped out the top rope, she even hurt herself, busted her lip wide open, well, her nose or her lip wide open and stuff, So, she was leaking for a minute and stuff, but that was crazy. And I would have thought that they would have had a good match because both of them, I think, in my opinion, are pretty decent. Roxanne is an up and comer. I know Alexa Bliss has been out, for a while, but I think this is her maybe fifth or sixth match, since she's been back. So, they still got a lot of ring rust and everything, and it'll get better. Hopefully, the match at SummerSlam will be great. and I'm thinking that, you know, we're gonna have new female tag team champions at SummerSlam. And I'll be putting out a prediction video of that here shortly. So, then we go back, Chelsea Green is back there talking smack and everything, and she started saying that she should have been the one that was in, finalist for Queen of the Ring and stuff like that, and that Jade Cargill, was all this and all that. Just started talking bad about Jade, and Jade was right behind her. She said, "Hey, she behind me?" And she said, "Yes." Jade got her, took her to the ring. You knew what was going to happen. Jade Cargill wins. After that, her service, attacks Jade, and then out comes Tiffany Stratton. But at that point, when Tiffany Stratton came out, I was like, well, why is she coming out? Because they got a match against each other. And it absolutely makes zero sense for her to come out. But she did. And, she helped Jade get her service off of her. And the belt was in the middle of the ring. Jade picked it up, put it on her shoulder. Actually, it kind of looked good on her, too. But, Tiffany got the belt back and he just stood there holding the belt. So I guess that was to get everybody to say, "Hey, I want to see that match." I don't understand it at all. It's crazy. I don't know. Like I said, this SmackDown was something else. Oh man! And then we got Cody Rhodes, coming out and basically saying that he gave his props to Hulk Hogan. True. Yeah, he gave his prop to Hulk Hogan. Just like everybody said, Hulk Hogan was the footprint of professional wrestling as it is today and stuff. You go back, like I said, the Bruno Sammartino time and everything, because he was the big man back then. Then when Bob Backlund, was around, Bob Backlund, back then and stuff. So, bringing everybody up, Ric Flair, and everybody has their, spot to where they're at, where they left their footprint. But Hulk Hogan left a big footprint in the business. I mean, a big footprint in the business. So, and so Cody, starts saying about John Cena, about that he doesn't want John Cena as the John Cena that he is now. Basically saying that he wants the John Cena when John Cena was a face, which really makes zero sense because John Cena is the heel, but that's who he wants to fight is John Cena the face. He wants to be the one John Cena comes out, hustle, loyalty, and respect. That's the John Cena he wants and stuff. But I don't know. It's gonna be crazy. I think maybe SummerSlam we could see the reversal, of Cody Rhodes going heel and John Cena coming face. I don't know. I mean, that's how it could be. Who knows? But anyway, after that, Cody leaves the ring. Then we have the Miz coming in, Lord, talking to Jacob Fatu and stuff, saying that how Jacob did him the last time they were together, and then he slaps Jacob. So you know what that means. It was time for them to go out and have their little thing. So it was Miz and Jacob Fatu. Um, yeah, Jacob Fatu wins the match. Miz gets destroyed. Then Solo and MFT, they come down. They jump on Jacob Fatu, beat him up a little bit. Jimmy Uso comes out, get the brawling. Made a mistake, hit Tonga with that chair. He turned around and, yeah. So, and then Tonga cleans Jacob's clock and everything. And they just go on. So this is something that we've been seeing and watching for a while now. This match, for SummerSlam will be in the cage, for the U.S. title. Okay. So that was the build up for that. Okay. Because usually they really, when we used to have PLEs or pay per views back in the day, you got a pretty good build up of what was coming in the next PLE. But it's different now. Times are different. Creators, writers, everybody's different. And then we got this thing with these tag teams again and stuff. But let me say first about the Julia, and then we got Kiana James finally showing up and everything. And she's with Julia, and Zelina Vega is saying that she wants her rematch, for when she lost the title to Julia. And then we got the Street Profits, saying that, why aren't they the ones, going for their rematch with the tag team title? And that's a big question. Why aren't they doing it? You know, please, yes, subscribe, like, share, leave a comment, hit the bell if you want content and everything. But yeah, leave a comment. Let me know how you feeling about that Street Profit thing, because I agree with them. Why aren't they the ones out there fighting the Wyatt Six, for a rematch for their title? It's crazy. But anyway, then it goes in, and now it's during the match, then you have Andrade and Ray Phoenix, against the Wyatt Six, for the tag team titles, which I believe the Street Profits should have actually been the ones doing that. The match was kind of okay and everything, just not used to seeing the Wyatt Six. They really, I don't know, it's just weird to see them in the match, as a tag team, as the champions. But then again, Andrade was about to win, and then the referee gets pulled out of the ring, disqualified, DQ, no title change. It was crazy. And SmackDown tonight was. Uh, but anyway, God bless. Deuces. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you.